Donald Trump has a challenger in the Republican runoff to be the next American president. It's Nikki Haley, who was governor of South Carolina and Trump's tough-talking ambassador to the United Nations. Back then, he loved her.
Nikki Haley, ambassador to the United Nations, has been very special to me. She's done an incredible job. She's a fantastic person, very importantly, but she also is somebody that gets it.
But now Trump supporters are already attacking Haley for these parts of her video announcing her challenge.
I was the proud daughter of Indian immigrants. Not black, not white. I was different. But my mom would always say your job is not to focus on the differences, but the similarities. And my parents reminded me and my siblings every day how blessed we were to live in America. I don't put up with bullies. And when you kick back, it hurts them more if you're wearing heels.
Joining me from Los Angeles is Ami Horowitz, filmmaker and commentator. Ami, great to see you again. The critics are already saying that Nikki Haley, in her campaign video, plays a bit of identity politics. You know, she's brown, she's female. But is she the candidate Republicans need?
Yeah, I think she's somebody who they absolutely can use. Look, I think her running points out something really important, that the Republicans have a very, very deep bench. There are a lot of very high-quality candidates that people like, and a very diverse set of candidates like Nikki Haley, who's a woman of color. Now, critics are saying that she's playing or Trump is saying that she's playing the race card. Hello, yes, that's exactly what she's doing, because that's what everybody does. But Andrew, I know you ask me questions. Let me ask you a question. You think that's going to insulate her from the woke mob? Wrong. It will not. Of course it won't insulate her. She's still going to be attacked for being a woman of color. They'll call her an Oreo cookie or some such nonsense. But it also points out and highlights that the Democrats have a very, very weak bench. In fact, they have no bench. Joe Biden, make no mistake about it, he is going to run. And the only other alternative to him is Pete Buttigieg, who's I think is still on maternity leave. And, of course, you have Kamala Harris. Oh, God, no. And he's going to run, but his own party, Andrew, doesn't. 52% of his own party doesn't want him to run, but they're going to be disappointed. He is going to run. That's just the facts.
It'll be so interesting, wouldn't it? You mentioned Kamala Harris. Nikki Haley versus Kamala Harris. That'd have to be a walkover for Haley, I would have thought. But, yeah, I think the biggest obstacle still is Donald Trump, what he will do. Army, if she does, I don't know that she's got a chance. I mean, there's also Ron DeSantis, the Florida governor, is yet to declare his hand. There's a number of others in the field. But Nikki Haley herself, do you see her as much of a chance?
I think all these guys have a puncher's chance. Obviously the smart money is going to Ron DeSantis. So, yeah, I think they all have got a shot. I think we don't know how this thing is going to at all. We don't know how this is going to shake out at all. I think that a lot of people were saying, Trump's got this in the bag. You and I have talked about that. We think the opposite. In fact, his polling data continues to show him slumping. And he's up to 40% of the Republican electorate does not want him to run. So his trajectory is no bueno. And yeah, I think we don't know how it's going to look. And yeah, why not? US fighters have now shot down 4 mysterious objects in a week. One, a huge Chinese spy balloon that they've now fished out of the ocean. And then 3 smaller and stranger objects. Here's how pilots described one of them.
That's the one. There's, I can see like lines coming down below, but I can't see anything below it. It's definitely smaller than a car. So slow and so small, and you can't see it because it's so close. Like a octagonal shape, I'm going to call it a balloon. You can definitely see strings hanging down below, but I don't see anything below it.
And Army, the mystery is so great about these objects that the White House has actually had to issue a reassurance that sounds straight out of the movies. Here is the White House spokesman.
White House, I know there have been questions and concerns about this, but there is no indication of aliens or extraterrestrial activity with these recent takedowns.
I mean, what does it say about America, or maybe the handling of all this, that the White House has to actually publicly say Relax, guys. It's not aliens.
Yeah, that makes you wonder if it is aliens, actually. I think the lady doth protest too much. But the head of NORAD, actually, when he was asked whether or not they could be extraterrestrial in nature, he said, I haven't ruled anything out. That's really weird. Is the head of our Strategic Air Command now kind of like a sci-fi Dungeon Dragon cosplaying dork? Is that what's going on here? The whole thing's weird.
The whole thing is extremely weird. Ami Horowitz, thank you so much for your time.